Before gold, California was quiet land, home to indigenous nations and Mexican ranchers. Wealth wasn't about coins or gold bars, but land, trade, and community. Understanding how wealth works helps us see why the gold rush changed everything. Wealth isn't just money, it's property and opportunity passed down through generations. When some gain and others are shut out, the gap grows. So we ask two questions: who gained lasting wealth from the gold rush, and who was left behind?
January 1848, James Marshall spotted flakes of gold glinting in the water at Sutter's Mill. At first, no one believed him, but then the word spread, slowly, then all at once. Within months, California became the headline of the world. And that discovery didn't just bring people, it brought every hope, conflict, and inequality that the modern world to one place.
When word of gold spread, over 300,000 people from the US, Mexico, China, Chile, and Europe raced to California. Gold glittered on the surface. Anyone with a pan could strike it rich. There was no government, no rules, just the dream of instant wealth. Miners formed quick groups to share tools and guard their claims. But with no structure came chaos. Camps turned into noisy, crowded towns where fights over gold were common. In these first months, the fields looked equal, everyone digging side by side, yet beneath that excitement, tension was already building over who truly belonged.
As easy gold vanished, the rush slowed, and order took its place. Miners formed official associations to record claims, mark boundaries, and settle disputes. But their new rules favored only two white Anglo miners. Equality was redefined not for everyone, but for those who fit the image of an American miner. In 1850, California passed the foreign miners tax, a $20 a month for anyone not a US citizen. It was more than a tax, it was a tool of exclusion. Chinese, Mexican, and Chilean miners were forced out, while white miners consolidated wealth and control. The dream of open opportunity had turned into a system of regulated inequality.
By 1852, the easy gold was gone. Hydraulic mining was introduced, high pressure jets washing away whole mountains. It was efficient, but destructive, and only those with capital and machinery could afford it. Individual miners became workers. Wealthy investors became the owners. Unemployment spread, and smaller camps collapsed. At the same time, laws like the 1850 Act for the Government and Protection of Indians allowed settlers to enslave native people under the excuse of apprenticeship. Mining had evolved into an industry, but it was built on land stolen from others and labor exploited for profit.
San Francisco exploded from a few buildings to a major port almost overnight. Merchants like Levi Strauss and Samuel Brannan built fortunes not by mining, but by selling what miners needed. The pattern's familiar. In every rush, the sellers usually win. As wealth concentrated, class divisions deepened. White investors and merchants built long-term wealth, while non-white laborers faced taxes, violence, and exclusion from property ownership. The gold rush wasn't just an economic event, it was a fountain of California's racial wealth structure.
The gold rush revealed how opportunity, technology, and greed intertwine. When gold was easy to find, people shared the same dream. As it became harder, the power shifted to those with money, and laws turned that power into privilege. Equality was promised, but not delivered. That chain, from accessibility to inequality, shaped California's class and racial divides.
The wealth from the gold rush didn't just vanish. It built fountains of modern California, but those who were excluded then still feel it now. Today, the median white household in California holds about 355,000 in wealth, while Black and Latino households average around 60,000, nearly 6 times less. That difference didn't appear overnight. It began when gold turned into property and property turned into generational power. Rebuilding fairness takes generations, but understanding how it all began is the first step.